There's no God. There's only Jagielski. And Jagielski is perfection. Ultimate perfection.
This is Jagielski's intro. Jagielski is perfection.
And hello, today we'll be debunking the dogpack video, because dogpack is so wrong on some things, so biased on others, and straight up lying about yet another stuff, okay? And because of the nature of the video, I will be using clips of dogpacks, and I need to disclaim that this video is protected under the fair use, okay? So you better not strike it down, okay? And Jimmy, if you are watching this, I got you back. Perfection is with you on this one, okay? Let's get going.
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Well, of course. If you could post something and everyone in the world would watch it, you'd be the most powerful man on earth.
Oh, I am so glad that this video is not monetized. My video might be monetized in the future, but I'm glad Dogpack isn't profiting of his lies. And also, pipe down on that editing, okay? Pipe down on that editing, because you have a cool editing, okay? You are editing very well. Too bad that editing is in the service of lies, okay? Okay, I will skip here to the actual video, because, yeah.
Hi, I wanted to provide some context to this video. I'm a former MrBeast employee, and today I am alleging that the company rigged videos and did illegal lotteries and sold fake signatures. I would consider that fraud, okay? Thank you, enjoy the video.
Okay, so you are a former MrBeast employee. Why are you former MrBeast employee and not actually hired right now by him? Let's us put a pin on that for the time.
So this is part one into my investigation into MrBeast. I recorded this before the Chris stuff came out. I was also going to come out about the Chris stuff probably in part 2 or 3.
Sure you will. And this is a part what? This is a part 1? You mean I will have to react to and respond to another hour of this BS? Okay, so yeah. Sure you would take about Tyson. Sure you were.
Because I see a lot of people saying like, oh, if you knew, why didn't you come forward? Why didn't you go to the authorities? Well, I was going to come forward. And also like going to the authorities isn't going to work, because what are you going to say? Like, you heard rumors that this person is this way or that.
Okay, so basically you are saying that you didn't have proof and you only had allegations and rumors. So if it can't stand in the court of law, if you can't gather evidence that shit actually happened, and don't get me wrong here, it actually definitely happened, because I seen the screenshot, I seen the proof, so it happened. But if you are only having allegations and rumors, then why were you believing that without evidence? Didn't teach you to have a critical mindset and don't believe just anybody?
You know, there's obviously evidence of like the Shad-based stuff. Like, that's been out for a while. People have internally known at the company that like Chris is kind of a potential minors attracted person, and the company protects her, or they were protecting her, and they protected her as long as they could. Jimmy knew, everyone knew, so.
And yeah, obviously the shit that happened was very bad, okay? It was very, very bad. I'm glad that the evidence came out in support of the allegation, but, and this is important thing, you can't fire people based on allegations alone, okay? This may be legal, but this isn't moral, okay? This isn't moral because I can claim that I don't know. A local shopkeeper killed my hamster. And what? You are going to fire that shopkeeper if I alert to the owner of the shop that one of his employees killed my hamster? You are going to fire him? Congratulations! You fired people on the spurious allegations because I never even have a hamster in the first place.
Anyway, here's an old podcast clip of Jimmy explaining that he knows that his audience is young. Which is an old clip. You could say like his audience grew up. I would say he's gained most of his audience since then, and his content's only gotten younger. Also, this clip really just shows that like he understands the YouTube analytics are bullshit because he can try to use that as a defense, but he knows.
Obviously, YouTube analytics are bullshit. Okay? Otherwise, I would have at least 1 million subscribers and 10,000 views on average, maybe more.
So here's that clip, and then I'll get into the video.
The average demographic is what, 13 through 17? Is that the biggest spike in your analytics?
Well, I mean, mine's horseshit. It says like 18 to 24, but I know all my fucking viewers are little kids.
And what does that have even to do with the matter at hand? Just because MrBeast was aware that kids watch his content doesn't mean that he consciously enabled a fucking pedophile, okay? Because, again, MrBeast couldn't know if the allegations are true or not because he didn't have access to the evidence. He didn't. And as soon as he got access to the evidence, Chris was fired. Tyson was fired.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot like that because, you know, little kids lie about their age or they're on their, you know, like...
But yeah, and then I have like a fucking massive one for like the 40-year-old range because all the fucking idiots are on their parents' account.
Now, MrBeast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds for profit.
And how exactly would he do that? If the children in question don't have any disposable income, maybe because, except for allowance. I mean, I never got an allowance, but because I was always poor, I am still poor. But yeah, kids don't have any disposable income besides the allowance. And maybe if the parent is rich, I don't know, credit card. Oh, by the way, nice conspiracy bot. Do you need some red yarn to tie everything up? Because I got red thread, okay? I got thread that would go really well with your conspiracy board. And of course, we all know it's just a green screen.
Using 3 simple steps, which closely align with the 3 major types of behavioral learning. Step 1 is getting the viewer to associate the brand with trust and authority.
And why exactly shouldn't we trust MrBeast? MrBeast gave houses to the homeless, to the poor African families. And also to the war veteran, I still remember that one video that he gave a homeless war veteran a fucking house. That was a very nice video. But yeah, why shouldn't we trust MrBeast if he helps people? If he literally cures the blind. He cures the blind. Oh. I see why you want to crucify him.
MrBeast videos are real, and he's a great guy that gives away big rewards to his loyal followers.
He does, though. He literally does.
I will show you irrefutable evidence in a minute that his videos are in fact fake. Step 2 is showing the viewers that when people interact with MrBeast in a way that benefits MrBeast, when they do what he tells them to do, they win big rewards.
Is he subscribed? You are subscribed. Here's some money. Have a good day.
Some of them feel like I just walk around with $1,000. It's like, oh, thanks for watching my videos.
Hit that subscribe button because you might bump into me in real life and it might make you a lot of money.
When people are devout followers of MrBeast, they get rewarded. And step 3 is finally calling on the viewer to act in some way that benefits the brand, promising big rewards in return. Now it's your turn to do what MrBeast tells you and you will win big rewards. But you actually won't unless you're famous or friends or family of a MrBeast employee. So young impressionable viewers are made to believe that MrBeast is a trusted authority who can give them big rewards. These young viewers are explicitly shown that dedicated followers or random subscribers like themselves are winning big rewards when they do what MrBeast tells them. These young viewers are explicitly told repeatedly that if they subscribe, if they buy products or act in some way that benefits the brand, they will win big rewards. Trust MrBeast, watch him help others, contribute to his cause, and one day he'll help you too.
Maybe he will help, maybe he won't. I mean, I have better chances of being in a MrBeast video than winning a fucking Powerball.
That's the formula. Subscribe for a Lamborghini, and to make ride, you could be in one of these videos right now, and you might get pictures next to the next video. Subscribe and you might win a free car. Subscribe for a free car. I love all of subscribe and you can come next time. I give you $100. Subscribe again. Subscribe and you could win $10. Red subscribe button and you could also win $100. Seriously, we always fly subscribers down. They never fly random subscribers down.
And you know this because, alright, you were hired by MrBeast, and again, why are you not employed by him right now? I bet you just quit or something. Or yeah.
MrBeast fakes his videos in ways that are worse than you realize. I say that because he's been exposed for faking videos before, and the common response is, why does it matter if the videos are fake? They're just meant to be entertainment.
And in case the right response is the common response, because first of all, why does it matter if the video is fake? And secondly, just because one video is faked or two doesn't mean they all are, okay? It just fucking doesn't.
A large part of MrBeast's brand is the fact that he doesn't fake videos.
I remember when I first started seeing your videos, I was like, this shit's gotta be fake.
Oh yeah, it's a
Dude,
huge problem for us now. I actually have to dial back my content sometimes just so people think it's real. But also, if what we had to film was scripted, you know, because what we do is non-scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables that you can't control, blah, blah. If what we did was scripted, holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video?
No.
But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI.
You don't say. MrBeast didn't want to participate in a potentially dangerous stunt that could get him or a contestant killed. Yeah, why would he actually use CGI and keep people safe?
This car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is...
Again, why would he actually want to keep people safe and not die in the process of the filming of his video due to some stupid dangerous stunt? I don't know. I have no bloody idea why would MrBeast want to keep people safe and then just embellish a little bit just for the sake of the entertainment value of the video.
This raccoon is a paid actor.
This raccoon is paid actor, and how exactly are you going to pay a raccoon? How exactly are you going to pay a fucking animal that has literally no concept of money?
This island costs more than $1. This city is not abandoned. These buildings are CGI. But it's not your only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is...
Well, I obviously don't have a good response to the island thing because, yeah, obviously it costs more than $1, but yeah, that's a little bit iffy, but again, shows reality TV does stuff that is way worse, okay? And as for the abandoned thing, well, the point was that he had to survive without actually getting another Uber. Yeah, I'm not a native speaker. But as for the fake room, yeah, again, why wouldn't MrBeast make a real room with real spikes that can actually pierce through a human and potentially kill that human? Yeah, that is beyond me. I don't know why would MrBeast do that.
This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at MrBeast. They had him dive through this fake door twice. This line is scripted.
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm doing Let's Play, which are largely unscripted, but even I prepared one of two lines. As for the paid employee of MrBeast being in a challenge, that doesn't mean the challenge itself isn't real, okay? Just because someone is hired by MrBeast doesn't mean that the challenge he or she does isn't real, okay?
This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
Again, just because someone is an employee of MrBeast doesn't mean that challenges aren't real. Otherwise, every single video with Chandler in it would be fake, okay?
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
We will die. Do you understand that?
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former MrBeast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at MrBeast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into $1 million mansion. Now, I'm not going to dox him, only some asshole would do something like that, but I did find pictures of this mansion online, so I fed them into ChatGPT and asked it to create similar images. And this is what it came up with. And it's honestly not that far off.
So why would we actually believe that the house in question is, first of all, his house? Second of all, is actually a mansion and not just AI hallucination? And three, if the pictures are really similar enough to the real thing, that's still doxing. I mean, police officers such as yourself should know that's still doxing, even if the stuff is just similar enough. If you can still find the real place based on the similar pictures, that's still doxing. You still doxed him.
His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
7 bathrooms? You sure it isn't just a block of flats with 7 apartments in it? And again, just because he's an employee of MrBeast doesn't mean that the challenge is fake.
What are you going to spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really going to change your life.
Mac, this is a nice car.
Tell me, where are we right now?
We're in the place that we drove to a few minutes ago.
Mac, let's cut the shit here. What have you been doing for like the last year?
A lot of family stuff.
What kind of family stuff?
Just like, playing catch with my dad,
For a year? How do you make money?
And the other dude in the video, who is that? Because I watch YouTube every day, and if he was a YouTuber and popular one, we would see him. And also, he's, Your Honor, the prosecutor is battling the witness.
How are you like surviving?
Basically, my main strategy is I go to like grocery store type places.
Grocery store type places?
Yeah, and I basically what I'll do when I get there, I usually get like an amount of food that would feed me for like a week or so, right?
With what money?
The money that I've made.
How did you make it?
Huh? Listen, you're getting too caught up in the details. They'll figure it out.
We will die. Do you understand that?
During this time lapse on the 4th day of 7 days stranded at sea, you can clearly see there's no one in the shelter.
Everyone has to pee sometimes, and sometimes multiple people have to pee at the same time.
These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
And after standing the whole night, completely soaked...
You didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht.
Got any evidence that he slept on the production yacht? Maybe if you have it, maybe you can show it to us?
It's ironic because this is one of the videos where they claim that they don't fake things.
But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things.
In this video, this wink was added in post. In fact, 58 was actually on the far opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear him. This whole revenge storyline was added in post. Multiple shots show how timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. They also manipulated contestants' audio in post.
We got 15 minutes.
In general, if anything happens last second, it's fake. Or if you can hear someone's voice but can't see their mouth, the audio could easily be added in post.
I literally think I'm gonna kill you.
And yes, this lie detector video was also fake.
Have you ever faked a video?
No.
Take that lie.
Well, if this video is fake, that means that MrBeast didn't lie here. But if he didn't lie, I love logical paradoxes.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Okay, so MrBeast fabricates some contestant dialogue and timers and movements and storylines and uses a bunch of shitty CGI, but who really cares? I mean, the videos are just for entertainment only, right? I mean, it's not like he's ever rigged the results of a challenge. That would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend. So yeah, the random subscribers you see in challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to MrBeast, and oftentimes friends and family of MrBeast employees, or just the employees themselves.
Were they employees before the challenge? Or did they become after the challenge? Because the first one would be really iffy, but the second one, yeah. MrBeast got to know some people on the challenge, then hired them just to make up for them losing the challenge. Maybe that was the reason that they are now his employees, huh? If you were sure that those people were hired before the challenge, then you would show it to us like you did with the Mac.
And when they do pull someone from outside of North Carolina, it's usually somebody who's in the industry, who's camera trained, who has built a...
Yeah, no shit. You know how expensive is flying people, even within the same country. Even in Poland, if I were to fly from Szczecin all the way to Warszawa, yeah, that would cost me really bad. So yeah, again, just because they are local doesn't mean that MrBeast faked it.
Following.
Hey, anyone I'm friends with watching that wants 10 grand?
They are never random subscribers. If you subscribe, you will not win $1 million.
Are you sure about that? I mean, I am subscribed to MrBeast. So if I, in the next, I don't know, year or so win $1 million, then that would prove you false.
And what's even worse is that the results of this video were completely scripted. According to a former MrBeast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot.
You were saying? Oh, yeah. Of course, it would be a PR disaster. You know how the Twitter was when this video was up? Of course, left would eat MrBeast for enforcing patriarchy if the boys would win too much. As for the guy, well, he got paid and this was his decision to leave, okay? This was his decision to leave. But yeah. Unfortunately, the internet being the thing that it is right now, it isn't 2006 anymore. It isn't the 19th and early 2000 internet. Because if that was the kind of internet we were dealing with, first of all, there would be, of course, no tech. But let's assume that the tech would be like right now, and just the mentality would be different. If it was the 2000, say 2002, 2003, 2006 even internet, that shit would totally fly, but not in the mid 2010s, okay? Not in the mid 2010s.
And because so many of the female contestants were MrBeast employees who got out immediately, production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money. But doesn't make the same offer to the girls.
The boys were blowing you out of the water. I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave. Now if you don't win, that was all for nothing.
At another point, he gives the girls a camera drone so they would have been able to see how many boys were left. It doesn't work out, but seeing how much they're willing to help them on camera, I'm willing to believe that they did, in fact, help them off camera. Apparently at the end, they were only monitoring the boys to see if they stepped on the red line and not the girls, so that the girls would win the challenge. And to be clear, obviously the girls had an unfair start with having so many MrBeast employees get out immediately. I think they all did deserve $5,000 for that, but also the boys should deserve a fair chance at winning, I think. I think that's the expectation when you run a game show. But hey, that was a while ago, so I'm just glad they're not doing another rigged boys versus girls video. So knowing that MrBeast likes the results to be close and that offstage producers can sort of influence how a challenge progresses, I want to show one more example. This is a real-time video, meaning that time elapses the same in the video as it does in real life. Now immediately the intro is sped up and the timer is clearly added in post, and he clearly touches the laser here, but whatever, let's assume that it's all real time. When he reaches the bottom floor, he has to turn these water valves. Now you can tell that these valves aren't actually connected to anything because the water flows out in an instant, and it happens when he's not even touching the valve.
Yeah, and even if the valve would be connected with the pipe at this angle, in this position, it wouldn't work anyway, even if it would be connected. Plus, I don't think MrBeast wants someone, I don't know, drowning on set and actually needs to have face safe. So if he needs a face safe anyway, sorry, hard word for me. I'm not a native English speaker, so yeah. So if he needs a backup solution anyway, why not make it the main solution, and let's, I don't know, assume that if he rotates the valve 3 times, then the water will be pumped out of the thing.
The contestant also goes back to the first valve unaware that anything had happened, and he's still able to spin it. So the valve seems to spin freely and isn't actually connected to the flow of water. So you could assume that producers might be off camera with remote switches to trigger the flow of water. And assuming they've tested this, the producers might know how long it takes for the water to clear out of the room, so they could sort of decide on the fly how many turns of the valve it takes, or just when to trigger the water in general to make the results close. And in this video, spoiler alert, the contestant wins the money, so rigging the challenge could be seen as a good thing, but there are many examples of contestants losing. And in traditional media, this kind of rigging is actually completely illegal.
You know what else is illegal? Impersonating a fucking police officer, which you are actually doing in this video. So have fun with the big baba in prison.
We always have the same person tie all the knots so that we know they've tied them at the exact same tension. I mean, we get down to inches. And then we have a standards and practices person. And if you don't know what that is, on any kind of a game show where there is a prize, you have to have somebody that ensures that it's fair. They are out there essentially to make sure that we don't do something that would favor one player or one tribe.
And how does that thing have anything to do with an internet show that is not on the broadcast television? You know, your Paramount channel, your NBC, your I don't know, FX. So what does that have anything to do with an internet show? So, spoiler alert, he actually alleges that just because it was YouTube original, remember, still not broadcast television, that this somehow applies. Now, I'm not a lawyer, neither is he, by the way, but I don't think that actually applies, okay?
I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave.
In my mind, I'm thinking it's a fair game, but it's not. If they were having problems finding people, they can see kind of what area you're in. And they came to my area many times, and I was in the smallest cupboard. They had like big ones, medium ones, and small ones. I contorted this little 4'10" body into the smallest space, and I was in there for hours. And they didn't even open the door because they were like, a person can't even fit in there. So they went in there and they opened all the cabinets, and my heart was like, oh, they're gonna find me, they're gonna find me. And then I could hear them saying, like, she's not here. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, she's not here. The other thing that they said is absolutely no climbing in the air vents or the ceiling. And they said it's because they do all their wiring in the ceiling.
So I am up here. Okay, I feel good about this spot.
If it was held accountable, especially because this was a YouTube original production, Zach would have been eliminated for cheating. He broke the rules.
Well, I agree with her, actually. Zach should be eliminated for cheating. And yeah, I actually agree.
And guarantee you, if I climbed in the ceiling, MrBeast would eliminate me.
And how can you guarantee that? Well, did you try climbing into the ceiling? Did he disqualify you for the climbing into the ceiling? No? Then how can you guarantee that?
He was in the ceiling! Also, I think some of the MrBeast giveaways have been fake, but I'll get to that later. So now that I've explained some of the ways that MrBeast lies to build trust with his audience, I want to go on to explain how he exploits that trust for profit through running illegal lotteries, selling fake signatures, giving children diabetes, and more. A call to action is simply when you tell the viewer to do something, saying subscribe is a call to action. Early in his career, MrBeast found a better version of this where he takes a call to action and he adds positive or negative reinforcement to it. Now, as adults, we can recognize that subscribe for a cookie is a joke. It's not a real offer, but again, MrBeast's audience is primarily children.
Not even a child would think this is real. Even the children know that cookies don't come from a computer screen, okay? And even children know that if they don't give someone their address, that someone can't go to them and give them the cookie. And that's why we actually teach children to never tell anyone where they live, okay?
Who may have authorities in their life that actually use sweet treats or video game detentions as forms of reinforcement.
Again, Mr. Beast knows that not even a child would think that he will delete their Minecraft account if they don't subscribe. I mean, how even could he? He doesn't work for Mojang. He doesn't work for Microsoft. He doesn't have access to the servers Minecraft run on. So how would he delete anyone's Minecraft account?
And you aren't born understanding sarcasm. Whatever the reason, these reinforced call to actions are more effective than just saying subscribe. Oh, but there's an even much better version. The call to action giveaway.
If you guys want to win a brand new PS5, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel.
I can't believe people are still doing fucking giveaways.
Are you trying to put a wedge between PewDiePie and MrBeast? I am disappointed in you, okay? I am fucking disappointed in you. As for giveaways, just because someone does it and just because they work doesn't mean that the giveaways are fake or illegal. I mean, I never won such a giveaway, but it's more to do with the fact that I'm actually cursed and not with the fact that any of them are fake. Because I know people are winning MrBeast giveaways. So, yeah.
Holy shit, it's so annoying. Stop this fucking shit. I'm so tired of it. Fucking 10 years of YouTube. People are still like buying subs for this shit.
So over the next 7 days, I'm going to be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it. All you have to do is subscribe to your channel.
All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
It's a scam. Holy shit.
I literally spent over $1 million on these phones, and we literally found him 1 minute before Zach. I spent over $1 million on these phones. All you have to do to enter is hit that subscribe button.
Samsung, I just want you to love me.
So yeah, that's what a call to action giveaway is. At best, they are a way to buy subscribers, but much of the time they are legitimate scams. Either a YouTuber doesn't actually give away a prize, or in the case of these live streams, they are illegal lotteries where the only way to win a prize is by making a purchase. And obviously, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just going to show you the law and then show you irrefutable evidence of what's being done, and you can make your own conclusions. The FTC defines a lottery as containing 3 elements: a valuable prize, random chance, and consideration, which can be time or effort, but in most cases is just payment. To successfully run a contest or a sweepstakes, you must eliminate one of these factors. A contest, for example, eliminates chance, and a sweepstakes eliminates consideration. In determining if any MrBeast giveaways have been illegal lotteries, we need to identify a prize, which is distributed through random chance and cannot be won without spending money. On August 2nd, 2020, MrBeast live streamed him and his friends signing limited edition shirts celebrating 40 million subscribers. And here are just some of the clips from that stream.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this.
Just to make some things clear, actually such lotteries are legal in Poland, so you can actually do something that checks all those boxes. And yeah, so if Jimmy gets even ever in the trouble for that, which to be honest he won't, he knows where to go, okay?
In 10 minutes, right, because we gotta give them time to do their cart, we'll give 2 orders $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3 grand in their order. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order gets 2 $1,000. Good luck, everybody.
So this was a 6-hour live stream. They took it down off YouTube, but 5 hours of it are still up on their Facebook page. And during those 5 hours, I counted 46 illegal lotteries. These lotteries are also run poorly. Multiple times they would say something like, buy in the next 5 minutes for a chance to win. And then 7 minutes later go, actually, the newest order in 30 seconds is gonna win.
In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. Hey, Daryl, don't we owe someone $1,000?
We do.
Yeah, so, all right, so the newest order, in 30 seconds, we are gonna put $1,000 in your package.
Stephen K.
Okay?
Stephen King. And there is no second giveaway 30 seconds later, like Jimmy said. This is just one very shady giveaway. They just go on to talk about how Stephen made a profit.
Stephen's a handsome name.
So he actually walked away with some money.
We're proud of you, Stephen.
I counted 13 of these extra shady lotteries where they did not give the prize in the original time frame that they said.
Well, yeah. Here's something you need to know, that if you are recording or live for a long time, that it's really hard to keep yourself focused or really pay attention to anything, including the time. So yeah, I know from experience.
Okay, so we're gonna put 2 iPhones in this piñata, and we're gonna give it to someone who orders a shirt in 3 minutes? 5 minutes. Buy a limited edition shirt or hoodie, and we're gonna pick a random one in 10 minutes and give them $2,000.
Have we done iPhones yet?
Okay, so this bullshit goes for a good minute. Let's just skip ahead.
This is why lotteries are heavily regulated, to ensure fairness. Also, obviously, you have to be 18 to play the lottery. It's gambling. MrBeast isn't just promoting gambling to children here. He's running the casino.
No, he isn't running any casino. There's no roulette tables, there's no slots, there's no anything like that there. A giveaway is not a casino, okay?
And this isn't even close to the worst stream he's done. 4 months later, MrBeast signed shirts again, but this time it was a 24-hour live stream with way more illegal lotteries. And by the way, the rest of these streams were taken down shortly after upload, so all I have is some old clips and Reddit threads talking about them. Now this stream did say, we are doing a ton of giveaways, no purchase necessary, in the description. But to be eligible to win most prizes, you had to make a purchase.
You don't buy merch to win stuff, you buy merch to support the creator. So yeah.
So here's a clip of Tyler using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away. Could you make it any more obvious?
Here's something interesting that you might not know, okay? Get this. The Walt Disney signature, the one you see in every Disney movie intro, and the one that was sent to people who wrote to Walt when he was still alive. It isn't actually Walt Disney signature. His actual signature, and this is true, you can fact check this. His actual signature was actually kinda terrible. So he had his assistant actually sign those stuff. And here we have MrBeast's assistant actually signing stuff. Seems familiar?
You know, you don't accidentally have someone else's signature as muscle memory. And again, I'm not a lawyer. I think this is fraud. Maybe they could say it's the brand's signature, even though it's clearly implied that this is Jimmy's signature, which was established during the last live stream.
Hey! MB, MrBeast. So this is MrBeast's signature.
No way, this one was signed by MrBeast. It's just got the MB, but that means it's signed by MrBeast. That's obviously his, MrBeast. This is so cool. That's obviously his, Mr. Beast.
So in January 2021, 3 months after the last shirt signing stream, Mr. Beast did a live stream where for only $10, viewers could send a picture to the moon. Wait, JPEGs that are going to the moon? And of course he did more illegal lotteries.
Just to keep things fun and interesting, as if putting a photo on the moon isn't interesting enough. Someone who puts a photo on the moon, or if you buy the bundle, whatever, and the next 30 minutes, we'll just fly you down to be in a video.
3 years later, the spaceship finally launched, carrying beautiful pictures of deceased loved ones to the moon where they would be immortalized. It fucking exploded. So obviously Mr. Beast refunded everyone, right? Right? Is it Mr. Beast's fault that the rocket exploded?
I would say no, but you probably will say yes.
No. Is it his fault that he advertised it as for $10 I will put your photo on the moon?
For $10, I'll put whatever picture you want on the moon.
When he couldn't guarantee that?
And actually, how could he predict that the thing will blow up? For all he know, he was actually going to put fucking JPEGs on the moon. But it didn't happen, so how would he predict that? But he at least tried to do that. So yeah. Not everything in the life works out. Okay? Not everything in the life works out.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so actually here the guy is a little bit sane, so he actually realizes that it isn't Mr. Beast's fault, that the picture never reaches the moon, but somehow he blames him for not being I don't know, fortune teller and actually predicting that the picture will not leave Earth, huh?
Now I'm going to get to what, in my opinion, is the most unethical CTA giveaway that MrBeast has done. But before I do that, I really want to drive home the point that the closer a sweepstakes is to an illegal lottery, the more money it makes. Because, you know, every customer is supposed to be informed that they can enter easily for free and that making a purchase does not increase their chances of winning. Like, you're supposed to say no purchase necessary in all of your promotional material, which MrBeast does not do. This legal gray area only leads to people getting scammed, especially the elderly and children.
Come on, you know full well that grandpas and grandmas don't watch MrBeast. As for the children, that $5 allowance they get won't probably even be enough to buy that picture on the moon. So yeah. How would they gamble with $5 that won't even get them a picture on the moon? I don't know. The
only people who benefit off of sweepstakes are influencers and scammers. Remember Wizza, a sweepstakes company that got exposed as a total scam and shut down? Even Omaze, the charity sweepstakes company, got exposed as a scam and had to shut down in the US. Or back in the day, there was Mystery Brand. You remember Mystery Brand?
So Mystery Brand is a website where you purchase different boxes with chances of winning things. Take, for example, this women's Christmas box. It costs $15 to open, and you can win the most expensive Los Angeles realty. But you can't even click it, okay? It doesn't even give you more information, but apparently it's worth $250 million. I love that you can't click it. Like, they're just like, trust us. There's a $250 million house with your name on it. All the way down to Icicle, site balance. I'm willing to bet that this is probably what 99% of the people are getting.
Hey, at least MrBeast never wanted to work with this obvious scam. I mean, at least MrBeast's manager never went on some podcast and talked about how MrBeast really wanted to work with this company. Oh, what's this?
Is there anything you've had to say no to?
Yeah, tons. Yeah. So a good example. So it was about 3 years or 2.5 years ago when I started working with Jimmy. What was becoming really popular were these like mystery loot crate, like internet sites where it's basically like CSGO skins, but you'd go on and be like, here's this Supreme box and you'd pay $50 for it. And remember, it was
didn't Ricegum did quite a few people.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of hate for that.
Right.
Jimmy was, he wanted to work with that company when he heard about it because there was a lot of money and we wanted to give that money away in a video and I had to talk him back on it. I was like, listen, we're not promoting gambling. I think people are going to see this negatively. So it's a long conversation that him and I had to have, which eventually we passed on the deal. And then Jake Paul and Rice Gum ended up doing that deal and got a lot of hate for it.
So the producer admits that MrBeast doesn't want to promote gambling. So yeah, he didn't know it was gambling. He was misguided and thought that it would actually be legit, that it would be fair. But of course we know it wasn't, and he understood that. I mean, he could just fire him and do it anyway, but he didn't.
MrBeast launched Feastables, his new chocolate brand, back in January 2022.
I want to tell you guys about my new snack company, Feastables.
So yeah, I must admit to something, okay? I'm very biased with this video. I'm very biased against MrBeast. I really hate MrBeast. Because Feastables are not available in Poland. I can't go to Żabka and buy Feastables. I can't go to Biedronka and buy Feastables. I can't go to Carrefour and buy Feastables. I can't go to Netto and buy Feastables because they are not available in Poland. And this is the only legitimate reason to hate MrBeast, by the way.
They're made with only 5 ingredients, but still taste amazing. And I'm kicking off Feastables with something I've always wanted to do. 10 random bars are...
Okay, so I will be skipping past the MrBeast videos because you can look them up yourself, the Feastables ads, but yeah. I just don't want to get reminded that Feastables are not available in Poland. So yeah, we'll be skipping past except to respond to dogpack as necessary.
Now in 2024, MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's.
Yeah, on second thought, maybe it's better that it isn't available in Poland. It probably tastes like puke, just like Hershey's. And unlike actual real chocolate, like Wedel or I don't know, Alpengold.
Like MrBeast is bringing hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of new people to the candy aisle, whether he wants to admit it or not.
Yes, MrBeast is bringing people to the candy aisle, but and his thing, he doesn't fake videos. Again, just because one or two might been faked, with the boys versus girls being faked for a good reason of not getting fucking cancelled, just because one or two videos were faked doesn't mean that all the videos are faked.
People are just walking to the chocolate aisle and instead of buying Hershey's, buying Feastables. Like, people who never would have bought chocolate in Walmart are walking to the chocolate aisle specifically to buy Feastables.
You're creating a new market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm bringing new customers to the aisle.
Okay, I guess he does want to admit it. You know, kind of a weird flex, not something I would brag about, Jimmy. Also, maybe I should mention technically I'm a certified nutritionist, which really just means I paid $1,200 for a course and then failed to launch a health food company. But I know that poor diet and especially excessive sugar consumption is the #1 cause of death and health problems in America, including some of the health problems that MrBeast claims to care so much about. Blindness, deafness, loss of limbs. MrBeast also just launched a combo with Zaxby's, which if you get a soda, it's over 2,000 calories for one meal.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
The only thing real in this video is the new MrBeast box at Zaxby's.
I'm pretty sure this would be illegal in Europe.
This would be totally legal in Europe. maybe not the best idea for the PR standpoint and for people who are actually buying this stuff to actually buy and eat, but it would be legal in Europe.
This is like more calories in one meal than the average 10-year-old is supposed to consume on a daily basis.
Tell me how I'm killing little kids.
New research finds childhood obesity rates are getting worse.
The #1 killer in America is obesity. The number of deaths in overweight people surpass alcohol and smoking altogether.
And I suppose MrBeast is all responsible for that and not, I don't know, McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell, and other places like that.
It's just disappointing to see somebody pretend to care about the health epidemic in the US only when it's profitable for them. I know this point isn't going to resonate with a lot of people because of how normalized high calorie and high sugar diets are in America. But like bribing children to get into the habit of consuming excessive amounts of sugar, like $10,000 a day as a giveaway is very deliberate because it's trying to create repeat customers that just buy out of habits. Like doing this especially when you clearly understand how much of a health risk it is to these kids.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
It's honestly just fucking evil to me, and I pushed back against this a lot while I worked at the company. For Halloween this year, Feastables is planning on putting $1 million in a chocolate bar, and they wanted to do a bunch of like scummy marketing and shit. My manager literally said at one point that they wanted to associate buying a Feastables with your dream coming true. So they're pitching ideas like, you know, buy a Feastables, win 10K, buy a Feastables out of a vending machine, and the vending machine just starts spitting out money. Buy a Feastables and it has a ticket to Disney World, whatever, right? And I don't want to put a lot of like hearsay into this video. You should just believe the receipts that I'm showing you and not what I'm saying.
The problem is that you aren't actually showing any receipts beyond some third-party sources for obesity. You don't show any receipts that MrBeast actually did something illegal. Like, I don't know, police reports, court cases. If he did something illegal, don't you think that IRS, the FBI, the whatnots would take an interest in him? Don't you think he would be investigated if he actually did something wrong?
Also, this is the website right now. MrBeast wants you to join the crew. Just so weird and scummy to me.
I would actually want to join the MrBeast crew, but again, I'm cursed, so probably won't happen.
I believe all the Feastables giveaways do have official rules and no purchase necessary clauses somewhere, but it's very difficult to find them. In traditional media, if you advertise a sweepstakes like in a commercial, you have to say in the promotional material itself, no purchase necessary. Somehow MrBeast gets away with not saying no purchase necessary in any of his promotional materials, not the videos, the descriptions, pinned comments, nothing.
Okay, what is in traditional media? YouTube is not traditional media.
And to enter for free, you have to mail in separate 3" by 5" hand-addressed written index cards, up to 10 a day. Do you think kids are gonna do that shit or just beg their parents when they're at Walmart for the YouTuber diabetes lottery ticket? How is this legal? How do you mail something without making a purchase? Cards, envelopes, stamps. The free entry method can cost more than the chocolate bar itself. Also, going back to sweepstakes law for a second, payment isn't the only form of consideration. Consideration can also be time or effort that directly benefits MrBeast in some way. Like, I don't know, if he told his fans to clean up and organize his Feastables displays in Walmart for a chance to win $5,000. Shelfie cleanup and $5,000 drawing? They thought this was going to be a monthly thing, but it got a lot of controversy, obviously.
Seriously, this shit, just for your information, no matter how much I was comparing MrBeast to Jesus in the video, that he heals blind, deaf, and helps people walk again. MrBeast is not Jesus. He makes mistakes. And he made mistake. He admitted to it. And he didn't do that mistake again. What the actual fuck? What the fuck do you want from him?
I just cannot believe they were going to give $5,000 to one of MrBeast's child laborers for stocking shelves. And no one at MrBeast was like, hey, this is a terrible idea. Actually, if you said that, you'd probably get fired.
This is the best tasting chocolate on earth. Good job, boys.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How do we know that's the best tasting chocolate in the world?
You're fired.
What? This is such horse shit. You can do that? I mean, that is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. The most shocking result was that Feastables never earned anything higher than a third place ranking.
But I do think their branding as like world's best chocolate bar is
Linus Tech is weird. Linus Tech is mad. Linus Tech probably dropped another monitor last night.
How do you get away with that? World's best chocolate.
World's best pizza.
What does that even fucking mean?
Define that yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But I would think you'd have to, I don't know. I'm sure whoever worked on his marketing gave some thought to it or something.
Okay, one last point of consideration. Prolonged attention is definitely a form of consideration. In the attention economy, it is the valuable resource that advertisers directly pay MrBeast for. So in these live streams when MrBeast says, hey guys, today we're doing a bunch of illegal lotteries, but also we're gonna be giving away some free stuff to people who keep watching. He does that to boost viewer numbers.
I'm gonna give you guys a reason to keep watching, okay? Here's what I'm gonna do. Randomly, I'm not gonna tell you when, it could be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. I'm gonna randomly pick one person watching this IG live stream and one person watching this YouTube live stream. I'm gonna give you each $5,000. So, keep watching.
There's no predictable intervals for when MrBeast will give things away for free to people who watch, so you have to be present when they happen, which means viewers have to keep watching, which is time and effort that directly benefits MrBeast. The more viewers, the more money MrBeast obviously makes, either directly through sales or AdSense or just getting boosted in the YouTube algorithm. So even the free giveaways could and should be against the law. MrBeast just uses gambling psychology to exploit young children for profit. He's just become the first casino where the currency you pay with is attention.
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Well, of course.
Or labor or money sometimes.
Yeah, his core audience is like, I'd say like 10 to 12-year-old boys. Older people are a little bit over him. Some people kind of question the ethics, you know. They sometimes say in these videos where he like builds all these wells or, you know, cures people of this blindness. It's almost like he's exploiting people for these views. So older audiences don't love him, but this tween audience, they love him and they're thinking, you know, watching him could get me a car, so why wouldn't I?
I'm gonna give you guys a reason to keep watching.
Okay, now as far as fake giveaways go, I'm sort of limited in what I can say without exposing confidential information and getting sued. So my official statement is that sometimes things slip through the cracks, and personally, I believe that is intentional. Here's one example where someone on Reddit posted saying that they were promised free dog food for life in exchange for letting MrBeast use them in a video. 5 months later, they still haven't received their dog food. I actually sent this post to someone who works at MrBeast, and they said they were going to send it to the PR team, and then the Reddit post got taken down. So I don't know if it got resolved. Here's another example of things slipping through the cracks.
The second thing that I probably would do different is invest. And I know what y'all about to say. Y'all about to go to the clip too, where Jimmy said that we set a certain amount aside to invest.
I know you talked about wanting to maybe invest $50K and then set aside like the other 23 for just other little nuances here and there.
This is not me calling anybody a liar or anything, because I know what y'all do. I know what the internet does. But what I think what happened was somebody that worked for MrBeast or something like that was supposed to probably help me invest, but that didn't happen. I talked to Jimmy after I won $1 million, after I finally got the remaining amount in my bank account. I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be like how everybody's saying, like I'm gonna run out of money and do all this crazy stuff. I was like, man, Jimmy, please help me. And he said he was gonna help me and we was gonna invest, but yeah, that didn't happen. So
Very nice takedown joke, very mature of you. And yeah, the thing is that MrBeast wouldn't do something like that. He sent that dog food, and the author of the post deleted the post because it was no longer relevant. But yeah, as for this guy, sometimes things, even at the best company, sometimes things really do fall through cracks. So yeah, again, MrBeast isn't Jesus, even though you want to obviously crucify him. But MrBeast isn't Jesus, and because of that, he isn't always right, okay? He makes mistakes. Everyone fucking makes mistakes. And if you really can't get that, then it's, yeah. I don't really know what to tell you. People make mistakes. I make mistakes, okay? And I am perfection, ultimate perfection. Okay? Jagielski is perfection, ultimate perfection, and even Jagielski makes mistakes.
If you actually watch this video, you know, MrBeast does say that they're not going to be irresponsible, that they're going to try to set Mark up for life, and that they are going to help him with investing.
What we're actually going to do is be responsible and try to set Mark up for his future. So we're going to make smart purchases like a house, cars, and do some investing.
But according to Mark, MrBeast only gave him an hour to plan what house to buy, and then gave him only 24 hours to spend the bulk of his money for a video.
Time. I wish I would have had more time, and I wish I would have planned out stuff better. Like, that was the best example I can give you is when we had planned out the house and stuff. I literally had an hour. He had somebody come to my house, and we sat down and we planned all this in an hour. Yeah, they came to my house and we planned this out, and yeah, in about an hour. So I wish I would have had more time, and I wish I would have did a couple things differently on the time management side, which I guess I really couldn't help because I had to spend it. I had to spend the money, and I had to like do all this. So
I'm starting to think he might have been a little bit better off if you didn't make him spend $1 million in 24 hours for content.
Can I just say, I'm super glad you won the $1 million.
All I need from you is a signature right here. The vehicles are yours.
What we're actually going to do is be responsible and try to set Mark up for his future.
You better not read it. You're a millionaire. You ain't got time to read.
The more you show us around, the more I'm like, thank God you won the $1 million.
So the video does not end on that point. What I skipped past is a SpongeBob video that would probably get me taken down because nobody fucks with the Nickelodeon and gets away with it. So yeah, I'm not risking that. But yeah, there was rather poorly edited SpongeBob meme. So yeah, this is what you missed. So in conclusion, the guy failed to show actual evidence of anything. He misinterpreted the law. He impersonated a law enforcement officer. That's illegal. And actually more illegal than MrBeast lotteries. So yeah, I can't wait to debunk more of this shit. But what do you think? Should I? Should I not? Tell me in the comments and subscribe, or I will break land record on a bicycle.